Welcome to our new property, future Airbnb listing. Come inside.
This room is simple. I'm turning it into a king suite. So obviously, if 2 or 3 families come, the parents want to have their own room, you know. So this will be one of the suites. Obviously, we had to fix a bunch of the tile that was loose, and all the other problems that we have in this house. Termites in the beams, just a bunch of issues. So we're taking care of it. We have this little sitting area here, which has a TV.
Okay, but this goes to another room, no? Oh, this is like the common area of both of them.
Of the upstairs.
Yeah, you can put a TV right here.
Yeah, and there's a couch right here. So, next room. This is basically like the master, or the primary. This is the primary. Again, they had 2 undersized queen mattresses. So these mattresses are weird. They're a little smaller than a queen, a little bigger than a full. But this is kind of like the money shot room. This one has the nice ocean view. The other one has a nice view too, but this one has more of an ocean view. And this little balcony that goes down to the pool. So these 2 are gonna be king size beds, set up as primary suites. Again, the issues with the flooring, so we're doing right now. These bathrooms are really weird. Like, I'm tempted to just rip them out and turn it into a shower. What do you think about this? Because, like, how can you take a shower without water going everywhere? And it's not like you can take a bath. It's not long enough. There's 3 suites up here. So my idea is that 3 families could rent this house. 3 families with kids. All right, so in this room, same thing. They had put 2 weird beds in here. So this will be a king bed also. Also has an ocean view. All of the 3 top floor suites have ocean view. So I'm thinking family of 3 families, the parents or the couples can stay up here.
This room is really big.
I like the openness of this house, the kitchen, the dining room, the living room, the pool, everything is kind of cohesive, so I like that. We just gotta clean everything up a little bit and maybe get a little better, nicer table and stuff, but that one will work for now. This is a big wasted area. That water feature, if we turn that on, it's just gonna make the whole house full of humidity, so I really don't know what to do with that. Maybe just clean it up and then just leave it kind of not functioning, I guess. I don't know. We'll have to think of something creative.
This is a half bath.
That's a half bath for the common areas to share.
This is where the fridge goes, and then that's like a little pantry. So basic in here. But views.
So in here, what we're planning on doing is we're gonna build a little room outside, right over there. There's already a room for all the pool stuff, like the pool pumps and all that. Yeah. We're gonna add on to that one, throw a little concrete right there and make a storage room and a laundry right there in that corner. So we're gonna move the laundry out. Obviously this sink is gonna go, this is gonna go, and all the laundry stuff will be outside. So this can be a real bedroom. So in this room, I had planned on doing two three-story bunks and calling it a bunk room. I have a couple options in here. Right here, a 3-story bunk fits right there in that cubby hole. No problem.
The problem is right here, the blocks, the closet, and then the door.
Right. So I was thinking about ripping that closet out and just putting the other one right there like that.
Like this?
Yeah, long ways.
And then a closet?
Well, do we really need such a big closet, you know? So if I just rip this section out, I can leave these drawers here, and then maybe we can just put a dresser drawers, and then we could put a TV. That way you don't see this electrical crap.
And people want to know, what is your budget for fixing this property and flipping it over?
Well, my realistic budget or the budget that I told my guys?
Well, I don't know, whatever you want to say.
I mean, I think with decorations, beds, all the remodel stuff we're doing and everything, we should be somewhere between 10 and 15 grand.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So,
And
if
this
you...
is not even your property, right?
No, it's not my
You want to
property.
talk about that or no?
I mean, I don't care if you want. So
Just like a brief, because people always ask, you know, and they want to know, but we've never really actually purchased property here, right?
Yeah. So some of the so what I do with a lot of my properties is I'll do a long-term contract with the owners. I find properties that are distressed. I have owners that recommend me and trust me and stuff, and I'll put 20 grand. I think the most I've put into a property that wasn't mine was like a little over 100 grand. Over time, it's probably climbed to like 150 or something on that property, because that was a really big rehab. But anyways, yeah, I mean, to me it's not that big of a deal. My max that I want to spend on this house, I want to do less, but I think that I'll probably end up between 15 and 20 grand is realistically. But again, I have to buy, a lot of these mattresses that they have here, I can't really use these mattresses because they're ugly and they have stains and stuff like that. So usually in my properties, I like to put really comfortable mattresses. I use really good bedding. So I buy like all the bedding, brand new sheets, brand new towels, pool towels, bath towels, face towels, drying your hand towels, and just like everything else that goes into the property, deposits, first month rent. Like this house has little tiny air conditioners in the rooms. So I already know that these little tiny air conditioners are not gonna cool the area in the summer. When it starts getting hot, those little ACs are not gonna cool this room. That's too tiny. So I have my AC guy coming. He's gonna size everything for me. Some of these ACs will move them into other rooms that are smaller. And then like the big area, over there, the whole big area, it has one little AC. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna have to put 2 big ACs in for the big common area. A lot of these properties in Mexico, they're built with a different kind of mindset, more like Mexico type mindset. So I come in and I try to bring the standard up to like what an American or a Canadian or even like European, which I think really like American standards, what they expect are a lot higher than most other places, just in general. Obviously there's people everywhere that expect things to be really high quality, but I feel like the average American requires a higher standard of things. And a lot of these houses, they're always having problems with like the salt that comes out through, because when they build these houses, the sand that they use for the concrete and the block and all that stuff, it's salty sand, and so salt comes out. You have efflorescence coming through the walls and stuff, so we have to constantly, I have someone full-time maintenance guy on all my properties, and so they're constantly scraping that off, doing a treatment, painting it again, So I try to keep my properties maintained as best possible, and I spend a lot of money on it, you know, pretty much. I think it'll be good though. I think this is gonna be a good property. It has a lot of promise, you know.
Yeah.
It's not the best one, but.
How much do you plan on listing this property per night?
So when I did all my calculations and everything, I figure if I can get 500 a night, I'll be profitable. But I think that my goal is to try to get like 795 a night on this property. And as I establish this property and I start getting better and better reviews, I'll move that up. So that's like my baseline. My base, I want to be like at 695, 795 is the goal. And then obviously when there's holidays or stuff, because I use a dynamic pricing system. So when there's less demand, I'll go down all the way to like 495. When there's higher demand, I'll go all the way up to 995, you know, and like Christmas, New Year's, I'll rent this place probably for $2,000 a night, you know, for Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
But my average is probably gonna be right around like 695, 795 when you average it out for the year, you know.
And your goal is to fit max people?
My goal is
maximum people that you can post here.
My goal is to be able to sleep 30 people on real beds, real mattresses in this house. But because of like some of your suggestions, like for example, the suggestion in the other room, I was planning on putting 2 3-story bunk beds and just calling that a bunk room and this a bunk room. That knocks me down like by 4. So instead of being able to sleep 30, I'll be able to sleep 26, which I still think is really good.
The little room upstairs that was shared between the 2 bedrooms that we're saying you were gonna.
No, I didn't count that one.
Because that one's an extra, like that one's just gonna
that'll be a
double
2-story one, which will be 4 people. That'll bring me back to 30. So yeah, boom, we made it. We did it. We'll be able to sleep 30 in this house on actual beds. And usually I'll have like 2 air mattresses. So sometimes I'll have someone that, you know, asks if they can have, or sometimes 2 people don't want to sleep on one bed together, you know, so I have those extra air mattresses so everybody can have their own beds. And I buy like the nice, like, you know, the best air mattress you can pretty much buy like from Costco, and they're queen size, high ones and stuff. So, and we provide everything, the bedding, the extra pillows, all that stuff. So that's how we do it. Okay. 30 people.
Okay, amigos, that was the quick tour of our latest project here in Puerto Vallarta. Upcoming Airbnb. We'll keep you guys updated on the link, and when it goes live, actually I'll keep you guys updated on another video so you guys can see how it looks after it's completed. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.